All right, welcome back to the channel. We are in Indianapolis on the 465 in this daggone construction zone. I chose the middle lane mainly because when we get down here a little bit further, you'll see it to where there's a divide between the far right and the middle lane, and it has like a dip in it, and I prefer to have it on the right side. That way I can focus on the left. But you're gonna see that here shortly. But yeah, oh man, I have been rolling today. It has been a great day. It was pretty funny with the what's that thing called? The weigh station. Whew, I was sweating bullets. I mean, not for no reason particular. Mainly because I just don't want to get inspected. I know everything is right. It's just not something I want to go through. I did my I don't like the police. At least dealing with them in that aspect. You know, police are cool. You know, do their thing. Most, I would say most. But at the same time, I don't want to get inspected. Oh man. All right, so this is what I'm talking about. You see how this little divider here, and it's gonna dip down on the right. So like I said, I'd rather have it on the right than to deal with the wall on the side, which there's room, but it's just I'd rather be comfortable. And plus, once we get up here to one of the exits, you got a lot of people coming in off that exit always. So it's just one of those things. I know this area. I do this route a lot, so I know what I prefer. Now granted, my first time I was in that right lane and then got bottled up at the end. But yeah, just been chugging along, jamming out to some music. It is currently 12 o'clock, noon. So, and I have 2 hours and 30 minutes on the clock. So once I drop and hook, if for any reason I don't have a load, because I'm a day early, but it's just a drop and hook, so I should be fine. And if they don't have a load for me, then there's a pilot, I believe, right outside the customer. So I'll just bobtail over there, do a 10-hour, and then come back in the morning. No issues with that. Or come back tonight and pick up my load. They're just not, I always say it, they're not open from 1 to 6, so either way it goes, I'll be fine. It's right next door. Yeah, haven't had to deal with much traffic at all until this is the first traffic I've had on this entire trip. I did have old Bambi on the side of the road. That was interesting. He thought about it, or she, man, it definitely thought about running out. I was like, oh Lord, please don't do it. Not today. Not today. Stay over there, Bambi. It ran back in the woods though. But there was a sign that said, be aware of deer around this time, this season, which is true. They're coming out. You got hunting season, and they're running away, running for their dear life. Dear life. That's so corny. But yeah, I've actually stayed at this, not that pilot, there's another one on the right when I was, or is it that one? No, it's one on the right somewhere. I've stayed at that pilot and did a 34 there, bobtail, because it's only 18 minutes from the delivery. And there's like a Waffle House, a hotel, and all that kind of stuff around. It's not much, but they had a lot of bobtail parking. So I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna get a hotel. There's showers right here in the pilot. There's restaurants around here. If I wanted to Uber and experience Indianapolis, I could, which I didn't. I just stayed in that area. But that was all good. What else? Hey, I just want to say, if you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe to the channel, so we can keep this thing going. To save some time, I'll go to the exit, which is coming up here in 3.2 miles. So I'm about to get over in the right lane, and then we'll get on the 65 south and head to Whiteland. And then once I get to Whiteland, we'll do some backing. Depending on how busy it is, we'll get some good shots. But overall, at least we got the normal from the headshot, which is fine. Yeah, I can go ahead and get over now. Oh, well, there's a car there. Nah, they're fine. There's so much construction through here. It's ridiculous. Just gotta maintain your lane. It's surprisingly not as tight as it looks compared to like 635 down in Dallas. That gets pretty tight because it has a bunch of things, and then you'll be driving and the lines will disappear in Dallas, which is crazy. It's pretty funny. You're like, oh, Jesus, take the wheel. But a lot of times when I come down here to get on 65, I've experienced a lot of traffic going from 465 to 65 south. This right lane will be pretty backed up. So I always make sure to follow my two mile rule, because I've seen it backed up for more than 2 miles. A lot of brake checking as well. And then there's a lot of people who wait until the last minute to get over there, and that is frustrating because it just makes it worse for everybody. But yeah, once I get there, I didn't hear a notification, and I didn't see a notification of a new load. They probably aren't anticipating it. Like I said, when I check in on the system, they'll be able to see that, oh man, he's here early. Let me find something for him. Either way, my prediction though is I will probably end up going from here to Ohio. That's been pretty frequent. Maybe here to Akron, or it's early in the week, a lot of hours left. I might go from here to Columbus because there's a Goodyear there. Either drop it off in Columbus, or if I don't drop it off in Columbus, I'll probably drop it off or deliver it to Goodyear and then get another load. That's just what I've noticed over the months. Pretty predictable. Every once in a while it's something different. Like I've left here and went to Chicago, I think. I believe I went to Chicago or somewhere else. You never know. We'll see. It's always exciting. That is the best part, one of the best parts about the job. Oh, there would be somebody broke down right here. Gotta make sure I'm wide on this. I don't want to. Yeah, we're good. Oh man, he was right there on the corner. I had to make sure I was wide taking that turn. Definitely just didn't want to. I'm very aware. And then like getting onto 65, you got to get over like 3 lanes almost immediately, because all these lanes disappear. So you gotta fight. You gotta get over early. I see everybody. All right, cool. We're good here. 3 lanes it'll take us all the way into where we're going. Take my limiter off. Speed limit goes up to 60 for trucks. All right. right, I'll check back in when we get to the exit. We're about 13 minutes. We're about 10 miles from the exit. All right, so we are 2 miles from the exit. Man, we got a little boost up in speed. But yeah, there's a pilot right next to it. We'll see that. I just want to say, so there's this lady and this gentleman that work there at the gate, the guard shack, and they're like the nicest of people. Most of the time when I show up, they're both in there, and the lady, she will always come out, get the information, and then you have to slide your tandems, and she's like, no, I got it. And she wants to go out, well, at least the ones that you pull. She's probably not doing the bar. She said, is it a pull, just a button? I'll go pull it, because they'll go back and they'll check the seal on the trailer. So she'll go ahead and pull your tandem release, pin release, and you know, you slide your tandems and then you go about your way. And then on the way out, especially if I have it empty, it's generally the guy that checks you out, and he will always close the doors. Like, no, I got the doors for you. And it's just, it's a small gesture, but you know, when he first did it, I was like, no, I would always get out of the truck. He's like, no, I got you. And then the other part of me was like, you know, I don't necessarily want somebody to do it, because if it pops open, it's on me. But at the same time, you know, he's been doing it for a while. It's a really nice gesture. All right, so here we go.
Now keep right and take the exit 95.
Yeah, it's a pilot on the right, and I think Love's is on the left. And I think a Flying J is over there as well. I've never went to those two. But, so there's at least 3 different options for parking just in this area.
Now turn right.
Alright. And sometimes people park on the side of the off-ramp right there. And I've thought about it, like, to come up here if I get up here a little early. But at the same time, it's sometimes full, so I don't want to come all the way here, because sometimes I'll almost get here between the hours of 1 and 6, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna make this light. Yeah, I'm gonna make it. I'm like, let me just stay where I'm at, get here with enough hours to leave, versus getting here and having to find somewhere to sit for like an hour or two. I'd rather not do that. Because at the same time, either I'm gonna have roughly the same amount of time remaining unless I sit there for 10 hours. So yeah, it doesn't really work for me. It's pretty slow through here. 40 lanes get pretty small. Got houses on the right. I believe I've been here in a video before. Pretty sure.
After 1,000.
Oh, that bump right there always gets me. I normally try to go around it if people are in the other lane. But we have arrived, ladies and gentlemen. There's nobody behind me, so I'm gonna kind of hog the lane and whip it up on in there. All right, let's get checked in. All right, so dispatcher said get an empty. So that's what we're gonna do. Which is good. He's got a plan. I don't know what it is, but he's got a plan. All right, so we should be good. I'm gonna shoot for this spot right here. It's enough room to do a U-turn, do a button hook, and get it onto the driver's side. Let's go. Trailer's right there. I should have went some more. Let's go up more. Let's straighten it out, do an easy back into the other one. There we go. Oh no, yeah, we're good. Make sure we watch this trailer on the, we're good. Whip it, whip it, whip it. Nope, too much. One. Now let's whip it. Get it up in there. Whip it back. Should be straight. Yep, we are. We are in there. All right, let's make sure we watch the tires so we don't hit them. Hit the mud flap, but these mud flaps are pretty high. That is good enough. All right, whew, let's get this trailer unhooked. All right, so we're looking at trailers. There's one there. I'm gonna ride down a little bit further because I kind of want to get a trailer that's under 10 years old, because I've run into situations and nobody's ever asked me, but I've seen the paperwork and it said, like, you know, they gotta have a trailer that's 10 years old, or at least not 10 years old, or something like that. Younger than 10 years old. So that's just something that when I'm out here looking for trailers that I want to look at before I grab one, that way wherever I go I can get the load. Jesus, the number on that one is long. Is that our Premiere? If it's a Premiere, I want to take a Premiere. Let me go down here. I know when I'm looking at the inspection dates too, just because I'm more likely to be crossing state lines and way stations. All right, so we got a Premiere trailer. It's probably newer. Oh, and it's just been inspected this month. A little trick that I use, that I've found out. You get burnt a couple times by these trailers. Nah, we have really good trailers though, and they've been inspected. For some reason, you know, I'm just the one that's popping tires on the trailers. Is it low enough? Yeah, it's low enough. Holy crap. I did not mean to hit that hard. It was like right at the level to where it can slide right on the fifth wheel, and I wasn't expecting that. All right, so let's get out here and let's inspect this trailer.